So, hello, people of YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. So, I've been recording a video after quite a long time. Um, uh, uh, Earlier, I used to. Oh, first of all, I am Rahul, and this is the channel you're watching is Motonism. I know it's a it's a complicated name, but that's what I sort of came up with. So, the purpose of this video is to sort of journal my journey with the Xpulse. So, this is a new acquisition. Prior to this, I had the Yamaha FZ 5. So, when I purchased the FZ 5, I had no intentions of touring. I had no intentions of doing some off road. It was the purpose of the bike was simply to commute, go to the office, come back, and probably do some highway runs here and there. So eventually, as it progressed, I started getting into touring. I made a few friends who were into touring, and naturally, we wanted to do some long distance touring and everything. So in that regard, I did a lot of touring on my FZ 5. I went to Goa twice, although not all of it is documented because I'm not someone who would document my journey and put it up on YouTube. Uh, this is also I'm not going to. I don't know whether I will document my entire journey or not, but just for the sake of a personal thing, I think it will be better if I sort of talk a few things about my journey, maybe for my own leisurely viewing or something like that. So coming back to FZ 5, my journey with FZ 5 was really pleasant. I did about 21,000 kilometers on FZ 5. I rode to Goa twice. I rode to Bangalore once, and my first international tour was Mumbai to Nepal and back to Mumbai, and that entire tour I did on FZ 5. So in Nepal, me and my riding friends, we went to Pokhara, we did Kathmandu, and we did some parts of Lower Mustang, although Upper Mustang was not in our itinerary. So we did Lower Mustang and up to Muktinath. So that was the plan. And it is at Nepal that I realized that my old bike, the FZ 5, had some serious limitations. Uh, very soon I realized that it is not meant to be doing that kind of stuff. It is meant to be a pure city and highway commuter. It's a simple bike with reliable bike, and a robust engine. Of course, a sweet and robust engine. I'm not sure any other 250cc would be as sweet as the FZ 5. Not comparing the CBR 250s anyway. So the limitations that I faced with the FZ 5 was of course, one was the very low ground clearance. Second was the suspension. Suspension was not adequate to do any sort of rough off-roading. It was good for the roads, maybe some slight trails. It was fine, but hardcore off-roading definitely is a no-no on the FZ 5. The other thing that I was not satisfied with the FZ 5 was its seating position. It was too crouched and it was too compact. There's not a lot of room to move around up and front and back. So, but there are also a lot of good things on the FZ 5. One was its highway cruising ability was really good. I'm not someone who would go to insane speeds, but whatever speeds I could do, maybe 100, 110, it was really, really good. So in that regard, FZ 5 is definitely a good highway capable touring motorcycle. But it was not, I soon realized it was not solving the purpose. It was not quenching my thirst of doing some off-roading, doing some trail riding, or maybe learning off-roading and just getting up to the skills. So to fulfill that, what I did is I sold my FZ25 and got the Xpulse. So a natural question one might have is why the Xpulse and not the Himalayan or the KTM's, KTM Adventure, the 250s and the 390. Now one clear thing is that I am not a well built guy. I can't handle heavy machines. I can't handle really tall machines. So naturally the Himalayan went out of the picture because it was heavy. A couple of my friends have the Himalayan and I have ridden that extensively inside the city and outside the city. I realized that it is a heavy motorcycle. It is not easy to handle, particularly in terrain like this where you have some gravel, where you have some slopes. It becomes really challenging to push and nudge the bike around when you are doing it all alone. So in that regard, I thought that Himalayan is definitely not for me. A second thing is that it's 2023 and very soon a new Himalayan will be coming in. So the Himalayan 411 will anyway be uh, uh, um, quite an old machine by then. Again, the KTM 390 and the KTM 250, for the same reason that it is insanely tall. It doesn't make any sense for a short person like me to have the KTM 390 in my stable and learn off-roading in that. So naturally this is what came out. It was a straightforward choice. After a lot of deliberation, this is what came out. So so far I've just started riding it and I've done 300 kilometers. This is not a review of the Xpulse because I'm not yet qualified. The reason I purchased the Xpulse is two things. One is that I want to learn off-roading. I want to improve my skills so that when tomorrow a bigger bike of similar category comes up, I can then purchase it and use it to its full potential. So the purpose of this bike is to first of all learn off-roading, learn trail riding, and sort of get used to riding a taller bike. Even though the compromise on power and compromise on torque is there, that is fine. It solves the purpose of learning. Second thing, being a hero, I'm not afraid that the bike would fall and I would pay a lot of hefty sum to get it repaired. Maybe the spare parts are comparatively affordable, the service is comparatively affordable. So all of these parameters went into my decision. So that's the reason I purchased the Xpulse. It's about a week old now, and as you can see, we are already doing some short trails. We are already, even before the break-in period, I'm taking her out to places where one would ideally not take before the break-in period. So that's about the Xpulse. So far it's nice. So far I'm liking it. I'm not pushing it beyond 70 because of the braking period. I'm not really pushing it hard. The engine so far has been very responsive. It's good. The only thing that I would like to share is that about my delivery experience. So I purchased this motorcycle from Trademark Auto in Mumbai. So unfortunately, something that happened with me was that the PDI inspection was not done properly by the showroom guys, and this had missed my PDI too. The issue that I faced immediately within a few days after purchasing the motorcycle was that the battery was draining out. And whenever I used to in stop and go traffic, when the bike switched off, when I switched it again, the entire cluster, the instruments cluster went blank and it popped up again. So there was a clear indication that there was an issue with the battery. So I went to the service center and they just simply took out my battery and charged it for an hour or 1.5 hours and then put it back. So this was something that I'm not happy with, because it isn't a pleasant experience that you are going to a trusted showroom and they are not even doing proper PDI. So that was one issue that I faced so far within the first week of purchase. So now that is sorted, everything else seems to be good. Everything else seems to be fine. So quickly I'm going to finish the break-in period and then take her out to the highway and see how she performs at some considerably decent speeds. So that was the update about the Xpulse. I will soon once I finish the break-in period and and take her to the highway. I will put up a video on her highway performance, although this is coming from someone who is not that experienced. I'm just a novice in this world of motorcycling. Another video that I would like to put up is all the accessories that I have added. You guys can see that there are a lot of accessories. Maybe at a later time I will show you all the accessories that I've added. All the accessories are anyway just for the purpose of touring comfortably. There are no performance related accessories. They are just to make the to solve the purpose of touring comfortably. So that's about it. That's the reason why I bought the Xpulse, and thank you guys for watching the video. I'll soon catch up in another video. Maybe we will explore a lot of places in and around. So see you guys. Thank you.